are now watching Beach.
Oh boy, Mario and Rabbids, Sparks of Hope. Wait, why is Bowser's Castle playing in the background? Sorry about that, wrong song. Hey everyone, Demeech here.
And Ty the guy.
Here for a discussion about a surprising sequel, yet one I'm very excited about. The intro was to throw you off because, knowing me, I've been very critical of Nintendo and the Switch, but I gotta say, this is the first time since 2019 that I've genuinely been really hyped for something. Of course there was new Pokemon Snap, Legends Arceus looks cool, but I can guarantee you without a doubt, this game will be great. It looks amazing from what we've seen. So, coming from me, I like the Rabbids. What can I say? I kinda like the lowbrow humor. You know, I do prefer the Rayman games, of course, because there's more to them, of course. They're some of the best 2D platformers out there, mainly talking about Origins and Legends. But then you got the Rabbids, who are just like the minions of gaming, essentially. So, to have a Mario and Rabbids crossover, which they did in 2017 with Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle, it was a bizarre concept. And I know you wanted nothing to do with that, but here you are in this discussion, so I'd like to hear some of your thoughts.
Yeah. Well, where do I begin? I have Mario and Rabbids. I actually got it
It's about time.
last year. I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of it. It's a combination of me hating the Rabbids, which I will get into, and me just not jiving with the gameplay, really. But it is of really high quality, and they do a great job with the concept itself. Now, I hate the Rabbids because they are lowbrow. Technically, they did it before the Minions, so if anything, the Minions copied the Rabbids.
Yeah, true.
And they kind of took the spotlight away from Rayman for a little bit. They were the breakout stars of Rayman Raving Rabbids, which was a Rayman spin-off game, which was supposed to be Rayman 4, but that's a whole nother story for another day. But basically, the Rabbids were so popular that they decided to take the Rayman part of Rayman Raving Rabbids out entirely and make the Rabbids into their own franchise. And oh boy, did they have sequels and a TV show and much, much more.
They had
Actually,
everything,
I think they were
man.
they were gonna make a movie too. I don't know if that's still happening, but man, I hope it's canceled.
You know,
But,
when you mentioned the Rabbids being so popular, I remember the first time I went to Greece in 2017, I went to a grocery store there, and they had this snack called Kukuruku, I think. Guess who was on it? The Rabbids.
Of course.
So they're
Of
literally
course
all around the world. They were very popular in the 2010s, part of the late 2000s, but we could talk about the legacy, or what's the opposite of legacy of the Rabbids all day. But I really wanted to get it. Influence of the Rabbids. There we go. But I really wanted to talk about this game because I gotta say, there is a lot to talk about. So, I played Mario & Rabbids Kingdom Battle. I'm on the opposite of how you feel about it. I love the game. Gameplay was great. Story was pretty good. Had a lot of humor. They did the crossover aspect excellently, with the Mushroom Kingdom colliding with the world of Rabbids. Like, you'll see the lowbrow stuff, of course, like the Bonsai Bill with the underwear over his head, and a Goomba in a toilet. But, you know, it's the whole idea of the Mario and Rabbids crossover that just seemed like, how could this even work? Like, does this even make sense? And the game turned out great. Now, 4 years later, I was playing the game. I recently did it for a Greek Easter special, and I thought to myself, you know what? This is a really cool game. I wonder if this could be the future of Mario RPGs. So then they had the trailer and artwork for Mario & Rabbids Sparks of Hope, which is a sequel. And I gotta say, this game literally, and I'm not kidding, blows Mario & Rabbids Kingdom Battle out of the toilet. And I'll tell you why. For one, they're going for a space theme, which is kind of like Super Mario Galaxy. Though it looks a bit different here, it's a lot more sci-fi than Galaxy ever was. The worlds look a lot more interesting. They have one that is kind of based on Santorini, Greece, which is amazing. I've been wanting a Greek world in a Mario game for a long time, And I think this is the closest we're gonna get for now, unless there's a reveal of Super Mario Odyssey 2 or something like that. The worlds just look so much more interesting, and for the first game, I kinda understood why they went for more basic themes like the grassy plains, the desert, the haunted mansion. I understand why they went for that because it was a crossover between Mario and the Rabbids, so it kinda had to have the established Mario themes with the Rabbid twist. But now that they got that out of the way, this looks super cool. And another thing, the battle system's revamped to be even better. It was great in the first game, but it looks like you can do new moves. I saw one where Rabbid Peach was able to fly using Beepo, who is essentially the guide. I didn't see him in the gameplay though, which was kind of weird. So I'm wondering what's going on there. But essentially, the way I can describe this to someone who's never played Mario and Rabbids but is familiar with other Mario RPGs, if Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle was Paper Mario 64, then Mario and Rabbids Spark of Hope appears to be in the line of what the Thousand Year Door was to Paper Mario. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like a big step up. And I have to say, as somebody who is not really a huge fan of the first one, who was kind of talked into getting the first one, I have to say that this looks like a step up in every sense of the way. The gameplay looks refined. You know, there are new aspects to it that do look interesting that maybe, you know, make the gameplay a little bit snappier. The worlds look more interesting as well. You know, I'm still not a fan of the Rabbids, but, you know, the level, not the level design, the world design looks really interesting. I will say, though, the Sparks, which are the Luma Cross Rabbid hybrids, are the creepiest thing I've ever seen.
You know what? They're so weird looking, but there's something charming about them. It's like something you'd see on a Mario fan game website from 2008 that would load your computer with viruses that Dr. Mario couldn't even cure. But
it looks like a bad Photoshop, and I love it.
No, it's great. But I wanted to get into another thing because, as we've established, we are both on the same page that this game looks great, but I've seen a few things addressed about the game. You know, the Mario RPG series is in a very weird state. Alpha Dream closed down, we don't know the state of Mario and Luigi, so I wanted to kind of talk about, you know, what this game reminds me of, and in a way, it kind of reminds me of how those Mario RPG games used to be, especially during the 2000s. I mean, you got the completely out there atmosphere, a new villain, you got concepts you would never expect to see in a Mario game, characters as well. That's what Mario, or Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door, Super Paper Mario, even the Mario and Luigi series had, that kind of got diminished within the 2010s. You know, we had Mario and Luigi Dream Team, which was actually pretty unique, but then you get into Paper Jam, and I don't even want to get into the modern Paper Mario games, but I will bring up one thing. Why the hell does the Origami King have restrictions, apparently, yet this game, restrictions, what are those?
I'm guessing, so I have two possibilities. So one, I think the scenario in the first one was that this isn't technically the real Mushroom Kingdom, isn't it? The fact that it's like a fan's interpretation of the Mushroom Kingdom or something like that.
No, it's the real Mushroom Kingdom.
But what didn't the rabbits get transported into a Mario poster or something like that?
It was something like that.
Well, regardless, right? I'm thinking that the reason why they're able to go all out in this one has to do something with the plot. Maybe there's a poster with more sci-fi stuff in it, but I don't know. It is a little weird that they do have more creative freedom than, say, a modern Paper Mario game. I feel like Tanabe and his team are trying to redefine Paper Mario for what they think it should be, when it was already well defined beforehand. But that's a Paper Mario tangent, and I think, you know, we have enough of those already. But
it was an interesting point to bring up, though.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. And also, to be fair, this is a crossover, so not everything in this is Mario based. You know, I would think like the more, you know, out there locations are a bit more on the Rabbids side of things.
Yeah, I would say
If
so
I'm being
too.
honest.
Because I noticed a lot
Yeah.
more original characters. Like, they do have Rabbid Rosalina, and I think Rabbid Bowser, though I'm not entirely sure. But I definitely did see more original characters. They had a Tiger Rabbid, they had different characters in the worlds. But
Yeah.
overall, do you think that this is the future of Mario RPGs? Do you think this is going to be the de facto Mario RPG series? Or do you just think it's something different?
That's hard to say, considering that we don't even know the status of the typical Mario RPGs that we already have. Um, I'm gonna say this is its own thing. I don't think it's gonna be the de facto Mario RPG, just because um, it's not really a Mario RPG. It's a Mario and Rabbids RPG. It's a crossover game. You know, it's its own beast. Um,
Yeah, I would agree with you
so
there.
yeah, so in regards to what that means for the future of the Mario RPG franchise, I have no idea. You know, I was telling you guys the other day, it'd be cool if, like, you know, I know Alpha Dream's gone already, but it'd be cool if like the original team members formed a new team under Nintendo, kind of like what ND Cube did after Hudson Soft, but you know, be good.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with you there. But do you have any final thoughts on the game? Because I just wanted to say this game looks amazing. I am super hyped for it. E3 2021 on Nintendo's side hasn't even started, yet it already has an edge over other E3s. Because this game just got revealed, it looks amazing. So maybe, just maybe, we could see sequels to other 2017 games. Am I looking at you, Super Mario Odyssey? Super Mario Odyssey 2, let's go. And
Now
Mario Kart 9, of course.
oh yeah, but I do have one more thing before we close out. Now, for the first Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle, for DLC we had a Donkey Kong pack, right? Now, that took place in Donkey Kong Island, right? And Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle was a little bit more grounded. It had a little bit more of like the typical Mario locales, whatever.
Yeah.
We're in space in this one. I'm gonna make a prediction. For the DLC for Mario and Rabbids, what's it called? Sparks of Hope. We're gonna have a Metroid DLC pack that ties in with Metroid Prime 4 or that new 2D Metroid game.
I doubt it, but hey, good you threw that prediction out there just in case it happens. But any other final
I have a
thoughts?
good feeling. Um, it looks good. It looks good. I don't know if I'm gonna get it. Maybe I'll get it when. Maybe if I need to see a little bit more of it to see if maybe I'll consider it. You know, I have to play a little bit more of the first game as well.
Yeah, definitely do that.
Yeah, but I'd say this. I think, you know, regardless of who's developing it, I think Nintendo is already off to a great start this E3, and I hope that this reveal is indicative of what's to come on Tuesday.
We'll have to wait and see. But just one more thing. If you want to play Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle, it's usually super inexpensive to get. It's like 20 US dollars. I think it's like the equivalent would be around 18 euro, something like that. You'd have to do the conversion, but Ubisoft developed the game, they published it, which is why it's discounted. But definitely pick it up. It's definitely worth playing. It's one of the best games on the Switch. And you, T&D, you gotta stop playing Sonic R and play this game, because it is truly amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not like I play Sonic R all the time, okay? I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out now and try to get into it. I was thinking about getting the Donkey Kong pack as well because that actually entices me a little bit more. But yeah, I'll definitely check it out, and you'll be hearing from us very soon after Tuesday. It's It's going to be a interesting week.
Now, this E3 could go either one of two ways. One, they reveal almost everything we want. Two, it has an announcement of Super Mario Party 2 and a 20-minute demo of Game Builder Garage, with the new Smash reveal being Dimitri from Fire Emblem Three Houses. But I think it's actually going to be pretty good this year. I think that about wraps it up, or Rabbids it up. I'm Dimitri.
And I'm Ty the Guy.
And keep calm and da-da on.